Let's talk about a very important part of the body, the female reproductive system. Think of it as a team of organs working together inside the lower belly, or pelvis. This system is truly amazing. Its main purpose is to make it possible for a person to get pregnant and have a baby. But it does so much more than that for our overall health and well-being. It is a powerful and essential part of how the body functions from puberty all the way through menopause, influencing everything from our mood to our bone strength throughout our lives. It's a natural and incredible system. The main players on this team are the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus and the vagina. The ovaries are two small oval-shaped organs. You have one on each side of the uterus. They have a very big job. They hold all the eggs a person is born with. The fallopian tubes are like two thin pathways. They connect the ovaries to the uterus. When an ovary releases an egg, it travels down one of these tubes. The uterus, often called the womb, is a strong, muscular organ shaped like an upside-down pear. This is where a baby can grow during pregnancy. Each of these organs has a specific role that contributes to the system's function. The ovaries are not just for holding eggs. They are also hormone factories, producing important chemicals like estrogen and progesterone. These hormones are the messengers that control the entire monthly cycle and affect many other parts of the body. The uterus has a special lining called the endometrium. This lining gets thick and ready each month, just in case a fertilized egg arrives and needs a place to implant and grow. It's a cozy, nourishing home prepared with great care. So when we talk about the reproductive system, we are talking about this incredible network. Its primary functions are fertility, which is the ability to conceive a child, and managing pregnancy and childbirth. But through the hormones it produces, this system is also a key regulator of your health. It is a fundamental part of a person's biology, designed with a specific purpose, but with effects that reach far beyond reproduction. Understanding how these parts work together is the first step to understanding your own body and its natural rhythms. Now that we know the key organs, let's explore the process they manage every month. This process is called the menstrual cycle. It's a series of changes the body goes through to prepare for a possible pregnancy. This cycle doesn't happen by chance. It is carefully controlled by hormones, those chemical messengers we talked about. The average cycle is about 28 days long, but it's very normal for it to be a bit shorter or longer. Every person's cycle is unique to them, and it can even change over time due to things like age, stress, or health conditions. The menstrual cycle is like a story with 4 distinct chapters or phases. These phases happen one after the other, every single month. The first phase is the menstrual phase, which is when you get your period. After that comes the follicular phase, when an egg gets ready to be released. The third phase is ovulation, which is the main event when the egg is actually released from the ovary. Finally, the last chapter is the luteal phase, when the body waits to see if the egg gets fertilized. This 4-part rhythm repeats itself over and over again for many years. Understanding these 4 stages helps you know what is happening inside your body at different times of the month. The follicular phase is all about preparation. The brain sends signals to the ovaries, telling them to get an egg mature and ready. During ovulation, the mature egg bursts from the ovary and begins its journey down the fallopian tube. This is the time in the cycle when pregnancy is possible. The luteal phase is the waiting game. Hormones keep the uterine lining thick and ready, just in case a fertilized egg arrives to make a home. If pregnancy does not happen during the cycle, the whole process starts over again. The body knows that the prepared uterine lining is no longer needed, so it gets ready to shed that lining and begin a new cycle from scratch. This reset is what leads directly into the first phase, menstruation. It is a clever and efficient system that ensures the body is always prepared for what might come next, cleaning out the old and preparing for the new. It's a sign that your reproductive system is active and working as it should. The first phase of the cycle is the one most people are familiar with. It's called the menstrual phase, but you probably know it as your period. This phase starts on the first day of bleeding and typically lasts for about 3 to 7 days. This bleeding is a completely normal and healthy process. It's the body's way of cleaning out the uterus and starting the cycle fresh. When you get your period, it means that you did not become pregnant during your last cycle, so the body is resetting itself for the next opportunity. It's a sign of a functioning reproductive system. So what is actually happening to cause this bleeding? Remember that thick, blood-rich lining of the uterus called the endometrium. It was built up to provide a nourishing home for a fertilized egg. When an egg is not fertilized, the levels of the hormones estrogen and progesterone drop. This drop in hormones is a signal to the body that the special lining is not needed. As a result, the body starts to break down this lining. The blood and tissue from the lining then flow out of the body through the vagina. This is the menstrual fluid you see during your period. Many people experience certain symptoms during their period. These are caused by the hormonal changes and the physical process of the uterus shedding its lining. The uterus is a muscle, and it contracts to help push the lining out. These contractions can cause cramping in the lower belly or back, which is a very common symptom. You might also feel more tired than usual, have tender breasts, or experience bloating. These physical feelings are a direct result of what's happening inside your body during this phase of the cycle. Beyond the physical symptoms, the shifting hormones can also affect your mood. It's not uncommon to feel a little more irritable, sad, or emotional during your period. This is a real biological response to the changing chemical messengers in your brain and body. All of these symptoms, from cramps and bloating to mood swings, are a normal part of the experience for many people. Knowing that these changes are tied to your cycle can help you understand why you feel the way you do and give yourself a little extra care during the time. It is crucial to understand that the menstrual cycle is about much more than just having a period or the potential for pregnancy. The hormones produced by the ovaries, primarily estrogen and progesterone, play a vital role in your overall health throughout your entire life. These powerful chemicals travel through your bloodstream and affect many different systems in your body, from your brain to your bones. They are key players in maintaining your general wellness, and their influence extends far beyond the reproductive organs themselves, which is why we often call the menstrual cycle a vital sign. For instance, estrogen has a protective effect on your bones. It helps your body absorb and use calcium, which is essential for keeping bones strong and dense. After menopause, when estrogen levels drop significantly, the risk for osteoporosis, a condition that causes bones to become weak and brittle, increases. This shows how important this hormone is for your skeletal health over the long term. Estrogen also has a positive impact on cholesterol levels, helping to keep blood vessels flexible and healthy, which is important for your heart. These hormones also have a strong connection to your brain and mood. Fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone levels throughout the menstrual cycle can influence neurotransmitters in the brain, like serotonin, which helps regulate mood. This is why you might notice changes in your emotional state at different points in your cycle. Understanding this connection can be empowering. It helps to know that these feelings are often tied to a biological process, and it's not just all in your head. This knowledge can help you anticipate and manage these changes. Ultimately, the menstrual cycle is a natural, healthy, and fundamental part of a person's life for many years. Each phase brings its own set of changes, both physical and emotional, all driven by a finely tuned hormonal rhythm. While symptoms like cramps or mood shifts can be challenging, they are signs that your body is working. Embracing this knowledge allows you to better understand and care for your body. It's a monthly reminder of the incredible and complex systems that work together to keep you healthy and functioning every single day.